Modern agriculture favors vast fields planted with a single crop. This practice is known as monoculture. We see it everywhere in our industrial food system. Corn stretches to the horizon. Soybeans blanket entire counties. This approach to farming has become the norm. The dominance of monoculture is deeply intertwined with industrial agriculture. This model seeks efficiency and profit above all else. Monoculture fits perfectly into this system. It allows for large-scale mechanization, simplifying planting and harvesting. This industrial approach has reshaped the landscape and our relationship with food. The shift toward monoculture represents a significant departure from traditional farming practices. Historically, farmers cultivated diverse crops and livestock. This diversity ensured resilience against pests and environmental changes. The move towards monoculture brought about undeniable changes, the full impacts of which we are only beginning to understand. Monocultures dominate modern agriculture, where a single plant species is cultivated over a specific area for extended periods. Efficiency is paramount in this system. Monoculture delivers that efficiency on a massive scale. Planting, treating, and harvesting a single crop is straightforward and scalable. This simplifies operations and maximizes short-term output. High yields are another attractive feature of monocultures. When managed with chemical fertilizers and pesticides, these single crop fields can produce astounding volumes of food. This ability to generate large harvests has been crucial in feeding a growing global population. However, the continuous cultivation of the same crop depletes the soil of specific nutrients, reducing soil fertility over time. Specialization further enhances the appeal of monoculture. Farmers can focus on a single crop and refine their techniques. This specialization can lead to improved varieties and increased production within that specific crop. However, this narrow focus can make farmers vulnerable to market fluctuations and the unique challenges of their chosen crop. The abundance offered by monoculture often comes at a steep price. The inherent drawbacks of this system are becoming increasingly apparent. One significant concern is the depletion of soil nutrients. Planting the same crop year after year strips the soil of essential nutrients. Monocultures are also highly susceptible to pests and diseases. The lack of biodiversity within these vast fields creates an ideal breeding ground for these threats. When a single pest or disease takes hold in a monoculture, it can spread rapidly and devastate entire crops. This vulnerability necessitates the heavy use of pesticides and fertilizers. These chemicals come with their own set of problems, contaminating soil and water sources. They also disrupt ecosystems and harm beneficial insects, further exacerbating the problems created by monoculture. Section 4. The ripple effects of sameness. The impacts of monoculture extend far beyond the edges of these vast, uniform fields. Our dependence on monoculture raises serious concerns about food security. The vulnerability of these systems to pests, diseases, and climate change will lead to widespread crop failures. Relying on a limited number of crops for sustenance makes our food supply inherently fragile. The heavy use of chemicals in monoculture has implications for human health. Pesticide residues on food can have adverse effects, and agricultural runoff pollutes groundwater, impacting drinking water supplies. The long-term health consequences of this chemical dependence are still being uncovered. The economic impacts of monoculture are also significant. farmers become dependent on a single crop, making them vulnerable to global price fluctuations. This dependence can lead to economic instability, particularly for small-scale farmers who lack the resources to weather market volatility. Section 5. A path toward resilience. Despite the challenges posed by monoculture, there are paths toward a more sustainable and resilient agricultural system. Crop rotation is one such practice, breaking the cycle of continuous planting of a single crop. By alternating crops, farmers can help replenish soil nutrients and reduce pest and disease pressures. Polycultures, which involve growing multiple crops together, offer another solution. This mimics the diversity of natural ecosystems and enhances resilience. Agroforestry, the integration of trees into farming systems, provides additional benefits, such as improved soil health, carbon sequestration, and habitat creation. Embracing these alternatives requires a fundamental shift in our approach to agriculture. We must move away from the industrial model that prioritizes short-term gains over long-term sustainability. Regenerative agriculture, which focuses on rebuilding soil health, enhancing biodiversity, and sequestering carbon, offers a promising way forward. By supporting these practices, we can cultivate a food system that nourishes both people and the planet.